Hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I am so excited to talk with you guys today about missing your goals. This is something that is going to happen inevitably, and it's something good to be talked about. But first, I see some new faces on here. Welcome, welcome. So proud of you for making that next step and getting added to this leadership chat and being able to get on these live Zooms. That is such a huge advantage. Granted, all of these are recorded, but you get it firsthand, and it's one of the best ways to stay close to the fire. So I have some notes that I want to go over, but Nat, I'm going to kind of let you open us up, and then I'll touch on some stuff, and then Mads, if you want to close us out. I think this will be super fun. So go ahead.
Good morning, y'all. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pumped for today, yesterday, tomorrow, all the above. Okay, so this morning I literally got asked at 6 a.m. to do this, and I was like, OMG, I don't even know what I'm doing right now, but I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I've got a couple things on a few different aspects, like as to the subject. So the first one being is I just want to start off with, remember that you were brought this business for a reason. Okay, so you were seen by somebody who, hey, this person, I could really help them change their life, or I know you'd be really great at this for X, Y, and Z. Also, is it really loud in here? Because I have a fan on right now. So, okay, perfect. So I just want you to remember that you were chosen to be here or brought this business for a reason, and that was not to give up. So the first one being is a couple of different tips for things that like I've personally gone through regarding this is you are driven by purpose and you are driven by pain. And I actually heard that a long time ago from an Ashley Mayfield video that she did about pretty much this exact same thing, where she was just so upset and vulnerable during her video. And that thing just really kind of stuck with me. You're driven by purpose and you're driven by pain. Obviously driven by purpose just is like the value that you put into things. Purpose-driven companies attract the best customers, the best minds for the job. They achieve success and change the world, which is 90,000% us. So that really was like super great. And I wanted to start off with that. And then I also just want to do driven by pain. You have to, everybody, I'm just going to start with this way. Everybody has or will have gone through this, and you will hurt and you will cry. You will be sad. You are allowed to feel the way that you feel. The only thing you can't feel is blame. It is not one person's fault for the reason y'all missed your promotion or your rank or whatever it is you were shooting for. It's not one person's fault. We're all a team. We all come into this together, and I'm the first person to tell you that I needed to learn that right away. That was something I struggled to learn with, and everybody goes through a phase where blame is just the easiest thing to do. It is just easier to say, well, my team didn't work as hard as I knew they could have, and now I'm not this. Well, it's not about you. I've said this in Zooms before, and I know we all have. This is a team effort. We're all one team, one mission. So that for me is really like big, and I'm sometimes still practicing that. Sometimes I catch myself saying, oh, this could have been, and then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not even going to go that route, because could have, should have, would have, all the time. Okay, so that's got to like fly out the door. It's what can we learn from this and do better. So for me, it's I have to give myself the time to really think about my feelings and how I'm feeling. If I sit down and I journal, which has been a thing that I've started doing since like seriously last month, just anything and everything that I'm feeling, that's a really good release for myself. It may not work for you guys. You guys may personally want to talk to somebody, and that's fine. But you have to feel the feelings that you are feeling, so that you know you never want to go through that again. You know that you never want to be in the same position. For myself, what motivates me is sometimes not being able to pay my bills. And I'm like, I either pay them or I'm just going to start collecting the debt. And that's just going to go towards the debt I already owe. And that's just not fair to myself or my family, because I want to be able to say yes to everything, especially for Zayden. I want to be able to give him what I can give him. And I can with this opportunity, but it's my choice or not to make worth of that. So I can either let this road bump determine the rest of my business and success in this business, or I can either take this road bump just like a damn pothole in the road and just go on over it. And you know what? You just keep on going. So there are two types of people in here. It's one of them is going to let this road bump determine their business and their success. They're either going to drop it then and there, or they're going to like, what is the word I'm looking for? Make an excuse about this road bump specifically. you're going to go through 70,000 other road bumps along the way. And it's your choice or not to avoid the pothole or go in it and break your tires. It's that simple. Like those are just little metaphors that I've thought about myself. So you have to take some time to really feel your feelings, give yourself an hour, cry it out, yell, scream, write it out, whatever you got to do to figure it out. But you do need to figure it out. Otherwise you are going to let that determine your business, whether you intend to or not. So anyway, so there's some notes that I had from the previous Zoom I did, on how to deal with your missed ranks. And so I really wanted to share these because I think it's a great reminder. So the first one is set and communicate goals. Be open to your faults. Without honesty with yourself, you're not going to go anywhere. If you told yourself you worked as hard as you knew you did, and maybe you didn't, and you're patting yourself on the back for your hard work, and maybe next time we'll get it. No, there's no maybe next time. Okay, there might be a maybe next time you can pay your bills late. There might be a maybe next time you can put gas in your car. There might be a maybe next time somebody can help you out, but that's not really an option. You can't just bank on the maybe next times. You have to really, I heard this quote from, where did I write it? What's her name? Michaela Brown in a Zoom training I was watching this morning. God, where did I put it? Anyway, she had said something like, knowing isn't going. And that really stuck with me because I thought to myself, I can know all the things that I need to be doing. I can know who needs to come with me and all this stuff, but it's up to whether I'm doing it in order to succeed it. So I really loved that. And I thought that would be great to share on the Zoom. So set and communicate your goals, whether that's sitting down with your enroller or writing them out every single day to remind yourself. And I don't just mean like the 5 things you're thankful for, the 10 dreams you made happen. I just mean literally sitting down and writing down, especially with this 90-day push. It's going to keep you motivated. It's going to keep you going. And I'm so excited to see everyone's promotion at the end of the 90-day push, or even before. You know, we have so much in stock for you guys. It's like literally, I'm going to throw up about it. But I just like, I'm not kidding. I'm trying to read over my notes, so I don't want to skip anything because this has like a lot of stuff. Oh yeah. So like I was saying, so talk to your upline about your goals, like where you can see yourself in 6 months or a year, or where you want to see yourself in 6 months or a year, because then that makes it a goal. And then you're working towards that, saying like, I knew I wanted to be double in 3 months, and like, holy shit, here I am triple or something like that. You know what I mean? Like you want to be excited. And if your dreams and goals don't literally make your stomach turn or give you the nervous shits, which is a new thing that I'm literally saying, like they're not big enough, you guys. Like they are not big enough. Okay. Nervous shits are a real thing. I will contest that. And I'm totally exposing myself. So like whatever. But if you're thinking about your goals and dreams and you're sitting here and you're saying like, oh, I want to be Emerald. Like I'm so excited for that. No, you're not. Dude, I can hear it in your tone. You are not excited for that. If you're not over here saying like, yo, I'm going to freaking vomit over like I can't even say the word triple diamond because my voice like tremors. Yeah, Mads literally put throwing up in our emojis in our chat this morning because it's just like, it scares the hell out of us. And that's what's going to motivate you. You are driven by purpose and you are driven by pain. Fear is not a real thing unless you are in danger. And this is not going to change or danger your life. It's not going to put you in danger. You're not, I don't know. You're just freaking out because it just seems so big, but it's possible. Everybody and anybody can do it. And you have what it takes to do it. So communicate and set your goals. Be a team player or a better leader. Also, this applies to myself, and I wrote this actual thing for myself. But if you don't know what that means, then you need to go to your upline, ask for an SOS, ask for help, because again, we don't know where you're struggling if you don't communicate where you are struggling. I can't read your mind. I may not be your direct upline, but I'm more than open to helping you out. If you are more of like, I need to be yelled at, I need to be screamed at, trust me, I'm the same way. It's why I like kind of treat you guys like that, because that's how I learned is I'm better off being yelled at. I'm better off being screamed at, as crazy as that sounds. Like I'm not a Rachel Hollis, put down the girl, you wash your face and do all that. Love her to bits, okay? I do. She's great. And I literally get some things out of her videos all the time. But I'm not a, you got this, sweetie pie, like, keep freaking running with your shoes tied. No, I'm a bitch, get your shit together, okay? Like, go fucking for the moon. Oh, sorry, I really have a trucker's mouth. Like, I'm so sorry. And this is totally recorded too. So whoever's watching this, sorry, foul language involved. Moral of the story is, if I'm not being yelled at, if I'm not figuring out what I'm doing, I'm not going to go anywhere, you guys. Like, I see you guys all laughing, but I'm dead ass. Like, this is like how I learn. This is how I treat myself, which is kind of nuts, because people are always like, whoa, you need to be more nicer. Like, hang on. But I'm like, yo, I got Latina blood. Like, I don't need to be hanging out. I don't need to be chilling out. I don't need to be patted on the back. I just need to go for it. Okay. To be a team player, a better leader. And if you don't know how to do that, ask your enroller. Like, genuinely ask how to be a better leader. Or how can I help my team more? Or can you give me, I can't tell you how many times I've gone to Mads and Lex, like, how do I be a better leader? How can I help more? How can I input more? So that one for me is a huge thing, because there's no I in team. And like I said before, and I'm going to say until the end of time, you can't go anywhere without your team. And if they don't feel that support or love from you, they're not going to want to go with you anywhere. They're not going to want to go. And then also, there is room to keep learning. Always. Okay. You cannot sit here and tell me that you know every single thing about the business, because I will tell you you're a damn liar, because I don't even know everything about the business. Guarantee Lex, Mads, Hannah, everybody on here, nobody knows everything about the business. Okay. Everybody has room to learn. Strive more for yourself, like, want better for yourself as a leader, and as almost like just somebody helping other people out, whether it's making more money or helping them with a product of their choice for some sort of goal they have. Just strive better for yourself. Learn more about the products. Learn more about how you can work your business on socials. Learn more about how to be vocal or how to go live on your page. That's something I tell you guys, not even kidding. Yesterday, I wrote out a whole ass script for what I wanted to go live with. And then I got nervous and I got scared and I didn't end up doing it. And I guarantee you, I probably would have had more than the 2 distributors I had last night had I just done it. So today I told myself, I've got 0 excuses. I'm not even going to wash my hair today. Like, after this, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go live, because I'm going to be like, nobody come for me for what I look like, because I sit on everything, because I literally look like this 24/7. I have a crazy ass lifestyle and crazy things that I'm doing right now. And I want to take you with me. I want you to come with me. And like, I got my 2 best friends to sign up last night, and I kid you not, it makes me sick to my stomach that I even asked them if they wanted this opportunity. That scared the hell out of me. And I was like, I mean, they support me. They're like, hey, if it's working for you, I'm so proud of you. But the fact that I asked them and I went to them and said, you guys could really use this business. One of them just moved to Louisiana. That's so far away from me, okay? I want to be able to go down there and see her. I want to be able to do the things. And without working my business, I wouldn't do that. I just planned a whole Hawaii trip for 2 weeks because of the business. Okay, I wouldn't have done that ever in my life. I went last year to Hawaii for a whole 2 weeks too. I couldn't have done that without this business, you guys. So I'm not kidding. Learn, ask how you can be better, how you can be a better leader or team player, etc. And then I talked about this before, but this really helps me personally. I have a whole journal that I dedicate to document my successes. Anytime I sign a distributor, anytime I sign a customer, anytime I pay towards my debt, anytime I put gas in my car with my It Works card, anytime I do anything because of this business, and I am paying off debt because of this business, I wouldn't have been able to do that with my paycheck from the ER. That sounds crazy, because you think, oh, ER, she probably makes great money. No, I made shitty ass money and I worked for somebody who hated me. Like, that was just things I don't want to do anymore. This morning, my best friend that just signed up last night said, I don't want to have another full-time job. And I said, yeah, how do you think I felt? Like, I forced myself to have that job for 2 years that I was so unhappy for. I literally would fake. One time, Julia fake text messaged me saying that it was the daycare. I changed her phone number to the daycare. She fake texted me saying Zayden's throwing up and I had to go pick her up. And pick him up. And I literally left work, you guys. That's how miserable I was. Okay, I tried to convince Lex and Mads to do it 100 times, but like, I can't be doing that. That's one, not fair to the other people that I work with. And I don't really care about my boss. Love her to bits. But moral of the story being is, like, I didn't want to be there, and that's how much I didn't want to be there. Is I would fake leaving because I did not want to be there. Here, I look like this 7,000% of the time. Okay, I'm barely wearing a bra today. I literally just put it on so I could get on this call because I didn't need to be chi-chis out and everything. Like, but that's where I'm comfortable. Like, I can do this the way I want to, and that's why everyone is so like, you're able to do this. You just have to get your mind right for it. Anyways, what am I doing? Oh, and then I wrote a little like thing that's saying, oh, here I am starting to sing. God, I need to stop that. I wrote, yes, missing rank sucks and you have the right to be upset. Okay. But you, again, cannot let that determine your business. You only let it determine that moment. Mads did a Zoom the other day, or like a while ago, that was talking about you have a new moment every minute. You have a new hour every hour. You have a new time every day. And that for me really stuck to me, because I have gone through the shitter this last month. I will tell you guys that. But I guarantee you, I still showed up for every single one of you. I had people texting me like, I'm so proud of you for stepping up. And I'm just like, thank you. Like, I honestly need that. Like, mentally, I need that. All the self-development, all the stuff is not helping me right now because of everything else I'm going through. But I didn't let that temporary time take over my success in the business. I let that temporary time be there day by day, and just, there's nothing I can control about it. And I just have to smile and wave on that aspect. That doesn't mean I'm not going to show up for you guys, because I believe in every single one of you guys. And I want each and every single one of you to believe in yourself. And I can't show you that unless I'm doing that. So I have to believe in myself as a leader and as a distributor, like somebody who people come to for help, whether again, it's making money or trying a product or getting through something. I want to be that for you guys. So I have to show up in order to let you guys know that you're worth it, or you can do it, or you have options, or no matter what you're going through, it's just a temporary time. And that time, you're going to look back in 6 months and be like, holy hell, remember when that happened? And like, I literally thought about doing this, that, and this and that, but instead I pushed through, and now I'm double diamond and I'm running for triple with the rest of my team. Like, I'm throwing up at that. Like, that small moment was just disgusting, and I'm happy it's over with. And it's so rewarding in this moment. So that's kind of all I have along those lines. I'll stop talking.
No, oh my gosh, you're good. Mads, do you want to go? My computer's about to die, and I'm trying to coordinate with Connor to get it.
Okie dokie. Hello. I'm outside, but it's a lot colder than I thought it was gonna be. My toes are frozen. Anyway. Okay, so I read a devotional every morning, and I brought it with me to my brother's, and I usually don't because I just forget, and I like forget to grab it or whatever when I'm on my way out of the house. But I brought it today, and I actually read it for today. I read my devotional for today. I'm trying to talk, it's not working out for me. And I was talking about turn north, and basically the story she was using was I don't know, it's a Jesus thing. Jesus let the people of Israel go, and then they were like wandering around in the trees, and like he told them to turn left, go north, because that's where you need to go. And she was like, and this really, it hit me. And she goes, here's a question you can ask yourselves right in the midst of our messes. Am I letting this mess define me or refine me? The answer to this question is crucial. Love you. If I'm letting a mess define me, I will feel hopeless. If I'm letting a mess refine me, I will feel hopeful. And she's basically, it just related it to what we're doing right now. And we're starting fresh this month, and we're doing all of these things, and we're going in one direction, and we're kind of on a hamster wheel, just chasing the same things over and over again. And we listened to the calling from the universe, and it said to go north. And now we're going north, and we're going after what we need to do, and we're switching everything up. And we're doing all the things that are important to go on the right track, which I think was like right on the head on the nail. But I had to share that. I shared it with my team this morning, and everyone loved it. The second thing I wanted to talk about was missing your rank. This is my favorite thing on the entire planet. So when people miss their rank, they usually get defeated, and they get upset because they were like pushing so hard for the month, and then all of a sudden they didn't hit it, and they're like, oh, I'm sad. Like, what if I can't do it? And then all these thoughts get in their head, like, what if I can't do it? What if I'm not good enough? What if I worked this hard and I still haven't gotten it? So like, what in the butt, you know? But the funny part is that you guys are so focused on what you didn't do that you're not realizing what you can be doing right now. It is a brand new month, baby. I don't give a shoot what happened last month, okay? I don't give two poops what happened last month. Last month was a rough month for my entire life, and I don't even care. I still worked every single day, and I did everything I needed to do, but Lord knows that it don't matter what's in my past, because my past does not define me. It is what I'm doing right now for my future that is important. And if you are too stuck on the fact that you didn't promote when you wanted to, then you're already going to fail. It is not important. Again, it does not matter how long it takes you to get there. It just matters that you're working every single day towards getting there. No one said it was going to be easy. No one said it was going to be in a certain time frame. No one said at 2 years you had to be at this rank or you failed. No, you put that on yourself. No one ever said that to you. So don't sit here and say, oh, I missed Diamond for the 17th month. And literally, what am I supposed to do? I just keep doing the same thing. But are you really doing what you need to do to pour and do to reach that rank? We all say, oh, we worked so hard last month. But how hard did you really work? Be honest with yourself. How hard did you really work? Because I know I could have worked a hell of a lot harder. For sure. So if you're being honest with yourself, could you have worked harder last month? Did you do everything that you were supposed to do? Or did you just sugarcoat it and say I did everything because it felt good? We're in a new month and we're doing new things and we're starting fresh. So throw away your misconceptions of the past month and how bad it was and what it could have done and what should have done and all of the things that the what ifs that you throw out to all these people all the time, and start learning that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened last month. What matters is that you're figuring out a system that works for you. You're figuring out a way to work your business every single day to you. And this 90-day push and the way that we're running this team and the way that we're running is exactly where you need to be to promote. And if you follow the steps in the Jade video, and if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it right after this. Because I bawled the entire time. The whole time. It was awful. Okay, I bawled the entire time. She says it perfectly. You guys, it's not about what happened. It already happened. You can't change it. You can only control what you can control, and you can control the next 90 days. That's in your control. You cannot control what you didn't do in July or June or May or March or whatever. You cannot control what other people around you decide to do to you in these months. You also cannot control the timeline because it's not in your control. You just have to show up every single day and work your butt off. And does it suck when you miss your rank that you've been pushing for so long? 110,000%. It is the worst feeling in the world. And then you feel defeated and you feel like you can't do it. Give yourself 15 minutes to grieve over the fact that you didn't hit that, and then get your butt back to work. Because if you sit there grieving over it for 4 days, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I wasted 4 days when I could have been working because I was sad that I missed something that doesn't really matter anymore, right? So what's the point? You just wasted 4 days being sad because you missed a promotion because you didn't work for it. And now you're not working for it because you're sad that you missed it. So do you think you're going to hit it again, or do you think you're just going to keep being sad about it? You got to work for it. You got to show up every single day, regardless of if you hit or miss it. It is not about the promotion, you guys. This is my biggest thing. It's not about the promotion. You have to remember why you started. It is not, you didn't start because you wanted to go triple diamond. You didn't even know what a triple diamond was. It is not about the promotion. It does not matter what rank you're at. Show up every single day and work your ass off, and it will come to you. You do not, who cares what level everyone's at? Who cares what title you have or what, like I'm this because I worked so hard, blah, blah, blah. It's not about that. It's not about the money you can make. It's not about the bonuses you can have. It's not about any of that. It's about how hard you show up to work every single day and how many people you can help. When you switch that mindset, it does not matter if you hit or miss anything, because you are working your butt off to change people's lives. You're working your butt off to change your life. Lila's staring at me like so intently when I'm speaking. It's freaking me out. It doesn't matter. And when you stop focusing so much on the rank, all of a sudden your promotion comes because you're not focusing on the idea of being a triple diamond or a diamond. You want to know why I haven't hit diamond for the last 1,200 years? Because I'm thinking about diamond. Because I'm thinking about how much I have to do for diamond, but I'm not actually doing anything to get to diamond because I'm just thinking about the word diamond. It doesn't matter what the word is. It doesn't matter what the rank is. It doesn't matter what the paycheck is. Show up every day for your goals. What are your goals? You wanted to be debt free. You wanted to stay home with your babies. You wanted to fly to France and live there for 7 years. I don't know. Whatever your goals are, remember those. That's why you started this. Remember the fact that you're helping people every single day because that's what's important. No one gives a shit if you're a triple diamond. If I walked inside to my brother's house right now and was like, oh my God, I'm a triple diamond, they'd be like, what the fuck is a triple diamond? Your point? What does that mean? What is that? Like, no one gives a shit. No one cares if you're a triple diamond, a diamond, an emerald, a ruby, a distributor, whatever the heck you are. No one cares. So stop putting so much pressure on yourself because it's of a title, because of a label. Stop labeling yourself. You're worthy of the promotion, work your butt off, and call it a day. That's all you need to do. It does not matter what the label is, what the title is, what anything else is. Just do what you're supposed to do and it'll come to you. That's it. That's all it takes. Okay, I'm done now.
Wow, you guys. Whew. I don't know how I'm supposed to go after both of you guys, but here we are. I don't want to like repeat anything that you guys said by any means, but I do want to just reiterate a couple things in my own words, because I think that sometimes someone can hear something one way. Like we all three are going to say the same things, and you're going to interpret it different every single time, and every single one of you are going to interpret it a different way. So first of all, I want to touch on something that they've both kind of pieced out, and I mentioned it a little bit this morning, but this is so huge. Jade Hooper, love her. We've referenced her like a million times. If you're not subscribed to her everything, it's also happening right after this Zoom. But I listened to one of her podcasts, which was talking about how to restart your business when you have stopped, basically, how to go after things. And the one thing that it really stuck out to me when I was listening to that was, you cannot catch up in this business. That does not exist. This isn't a 9-to-5 where you have a stack of paperwork that you should have filled out 3 days ago that you're now catching up on now, and you have to stay an extra hour. That's not how this works. You already lost the time. You already lost the time to follow up with those potentials and send new messages. You already lost the time that you didn't go live, just like Nat said. So what are you going to do today? What are you going to do tomorrow? Because you have to pick one or the other, focusing on the past or focusing on the now and what the future holds for you. And I think that it is just so important that you understand, especially as leaders on this team, there are going to be a million times that let me see how I want to say this. I'm like losing my train of thought, pregnancy brain. Let me come back to my point, and then I'll touch on this next thing because I don't want to get too all over the place. But catching up, you cannot catch up on things, you guys. So you have to just focus on moving forward and what your next tasks are going to be. Oh, this is what I was going to say, is there are going to be a million times in this business that it doesn't make sense, that things don't add up, that you feel lost in the dark and you cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel and you feel like you're losing hope. That is normal. That's normal. That is okay. Stop telling yourself that that shouldn't exist. The reason that we see the light is because of the darkness. The reason that we get these highs are because of lows. If we did not have sadness, if we did not have regret, if we didn't have humiliation, you would never feel joy. You wouldn't know what it was like to feel any other way. And it is the same thing here. It is the same thing with your teams. It is the same thing with your daily tasks. You have to do the things even when your promotion looks a million miles away. Because I can tell you, Prez, when Nat asked what charts we pulled out last night, I literally, like, the nervous shits was real. We legitimately had a 15-minute conversation about this last night in our group text, talking about the charts that we were pulling out. And it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know the how. When I look at a Prez chart, I'm like, how is this possible? How is this going to happen over the next 90 days? I have no clue how I'm going to accomplish this. And that's how I've felt at every single rank. Executive, ruby, emerald, diamond, double. Here we are. I'm a double diamond. I never thought that I would get here. I never thought, had you told me when I first started this business that I would be a double diamond, I would have vomited. There's no way that I would have ever thought that that would be the case. The fact that we have our own team page now and we're doing all these things and we're talking with top leaders and all these newbies are coming in and my team is exploding. You guys are going to be exactly where I am in 90 days. You are going to have 12 people on your diamond and above leadership Zooms. and you earned that spot. And when you do the work, even when you don't see the tunnel, even when you don't know how you're going to get there, it is so rewarding when it comes. I will never forget when I went double. I will never forget. Because after I went diamond, I was like, there's no way I can get somewhere after that. Like, cool, I hit diamond, but like, how am I going to get to that next piece? And a lot of you are shooting for double diamond, triple diamond. A lot of you are shooting for diamond as well. But it's like after you hit that diamond mark, you feel it's like this all of a sudden, and I don't mean to put myself on this level by any means, but like this celebrity status. Like I remember when I first joined, people who were double diamond and above, I was like, are you Carrie Underwood? Like, I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I thought that it was like this impossible thing. And then when you go to conference and you see that they're real people and you yourself start hitting these ranks, even stuff like Ruby and Emerald, those are huge milestones in your business. Those are huge steps that you're taking. And every single one, you're like, is literally the only difference, and Jade said it in that video, the only difference between her when she's pulling out all of her trophies and the people who don't have what she has is that she stuck it out. And a lot of people are going to quit in the times that it doesn't make sense. And I can tell you there's been ample opportunity that I could have given up. But think about all of the people that would have impacted. Myself and my family, most included. Like, we can't give up on ourselves. And when you take quitting off the table, it's just literally not an option. We have an entire Zoom about taking quitting off the table and about how you can't quit. Because I want to be that person that has what she has. I want to be that person at the top of the company who's telling everybody, like, you can do this too. Like, I want to be the person who shows everybody else, the normal girl that lives in BFE, who was in $1 million worth of debt, that they can do it. So you can't catch up. Do it when you can't see the light. And this is the time, especially when we're doing this 90-day push, you guys, to keep your blinders on. Do not look at what other people are doing. Do not look at who's commenting on the posts and who's not. Do not look at who's enrolling and who's not, or who's getting more haps up. You focus on your tasks, your goals, your team, your growth. Okay? The other thing that I really want to touch on is, yes, I will sit here all day and tell you that you are allowed to feel the way that you feel if you have missed your rank. You are allowed to cry. But I absolutely will not stroke your ego and pat your back for it. Because if you did not hit it and you are upset, you only get to be upset if you've done all the things. You do not get to be upset for even 2 seconds if you didn't do the work. If you are sugarcoating it, just like Mads said, and you didn't show up, you didn't show up. You didn't earn it. Stop telling yourself that it's okay to feel sad. You didn't do it. You don't deserve it. But every single one of you are worthy. And every single one of you deserve to have that when you do the work. So if you show up, and when you commit to this 90-day push, and you show up for your team, and you show up for yourself and for your family, and you show up for your business every day, you will reap the reward. You will. You will absolutely make major, major progress. And I will not sit here and tell you that every person shooting for diamond this month is going to hit it. Some people are not going to do the things that it takes, but that's a choice. Okay? And you all can do it. So you get to be upset if you've done all the work. Number 2, fail forward and try again. We are going to fail so many times. I cannot even count how many mistakes I've made, how many customers I've lost just because I wasn't providing proper customer service. Distributors that I've lost because I let my life get too busy and I wasn't giving them the time that they deserved. I've made a lot of mistakes here. But how would I be where I am? How would I be or have the ability to be a presidential diamond if I hadn't gone through all that? You don't get the major success without falling on your face. And you're gonna do it 1,000 times, and you have to be prepared. And it's taken 2.5 years for me to feel a happy feeling in my stomach instead of a pit in my stomach, but I look forward to failing. I look forward to someone providing me constructive criticism. I look forward to learning all of the different ways that I grow, because I know every time I fall, I'm leveling up every single time. And when you start correlating the two, instead of a failure means you are a failure means you're leveling up. That is a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. Especially as you guys shoot for higher ranks, there's going to be a lot of things that you learn, and when you go diamond and above, like, there's things that people just cannot prepare you for in this business. There's different responsibilities that you have that you don't even know about until you go diamond and above. And it's not a scary thing, but it's just like the next step. And you're like, oh, okay, this is where I need to grow in this area or this one or whatever. So just make sure that you're constantly striving for those. The other thing, and we've all said it, is today is a fresh start. If you have ever needed a clean slate, now's your time. We are all giving you the green light. And Mark said this at my very first conference. We're giving you the green light to go for your business, to go after your dreams, to do the things. If you needed permission before and you didn't get it, now is your time. Today is your day to relax, to take a breather, to spend time with family, to get your charts prepared, to set yourself up for success, prep some content, listen to lots of self-development, and get excited. Because honestly, your team, your customers, your potentials, everybody will feel the excitement from you. It starts with you. Okay, let me just make sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay, you guys, BOGO and BBKs got extended through tomorrow, which means I am focusing on, yet again, massive follow-up with all of my potentials, going live, doing everything that you possibly can think of to get in those last minute enrollments, because who knows if they're going to extend it again. We never know, right? But take advantage of those for sure. And what I want you guys to really just end on with this is that it's okay. It's okay. There's nothing, like Matt said, and Jade says it in her video, you are never going to be physically harmed in this. You are never going to be in danger. And things might feel scary. Things might feel new. Things might feel outside of your comfort zone. You may feel sad and like you legitimately have poured blood, sweat, into tears in your promotion and you missed it. That does suck. I've been there. I'm still there. Y'all, I've been pushing for triple for like 6 months. But just like everybody has been saying, we are doing so many new things. And we are leveling up as a team together through each failure, linking arms. Again, you are not alone in this. Your failures are failure, and vice versa. One team, one mission. Every single one of us is one. We are a unit, and we stand together. So we have your back through this. There's nothing that you could go through in this business that I haven't gone through already. There's just not. So if you are like down in the dumps and need someone to talk to, like Mads and Nat will be the first people to tell you, hey, I need a 3-minute BMW. And we'll FaceTime each other and literally, I won't say a word and you spit it off and you get it all off your chest. And you just say, this is how I'm feeling. And then we throw it in the trash together. And we say, perfect. Are you done? Let's get it all out. Cry it out if you need to. And then we're done and we're moving on, because I will be damned if I let you stay where you are. And I'm going to throw Hannah under the bus for a second. So I hope you don't mind. But Hannah is a perfect example. She had some things come up. We've been, going back and forth. She was a part of my accountability group and she needed me and I knew she needed me. Maybe she didn't know she needed me, but I followed up with her every time. And I was like, Hannah, you deserve this. I will not, you're allowed to fall, but I won't let you stay there. I will not let you stay down. And that is just a part of leadership and a part of being a team, is our door is always open. We will never give up on you. I will never give up on you. You could every single one of you could turn your sights off today and you bet your ass that in 6 months I'm following up with you to see if you want to come back. Because I love you guys and I want the best for you. So we're going to fail together and we're going to fail often, and we're going to strive for more, and we're going to push together, because every single one of us deserves this opportunity. And every single person that we bring into this company from this point forward deserves this opportunity, deserves those promotions. And the best part about this, you guys, is you're seeing how everybody thinks about leadership like it's this big scary thing. You're watching it right now by getting on Zooms, by showing your teams how to work this business. Even just simply tagging them in the post that we put up or asking them if they want to be a part of the 90-day challenge is being a good leader. It's that simple. Just care about the people who come into this business and be willing to show them the way. So I love you guys. Hannah, I hope you don't care that I called you out. I'm so sorry. I love you to bits, and I will not ever give up on any of you. And thank you so much for coming on this. I will have this recording up soon, so definitely feel free to share it with your teams. And I hope you have an amazing day. Let's take advantage of these deals.